Well, hello, everyone. I hope y'all can hear me. I really do. Hey, Kate, how you doing? What's up, sis? So, I'm I'm at a spot that I was told that there's been cryptid sightings out here, and I've I have found a trail, and it does have tracks on it. So, oh, can you can you hear me? Can you see me now? Give me a thumbs up if you can see me or hear me, because I am in the middle of nowhere. Okay. Crap. Are we good now? Audio good? Okay. Still frozen? Let me turn the camera around and see if that works. Oh, hey, Celtic, how you doing, brother? I am, you know, besides being a survivalist and everything, I am a cryptid hunter too. Still frozen. Oh crap. Uh, this ain't good. I thought I would have somewhat good signal out here. I'm in and out. Uh, let me see if I can. Maybe it's the trees. Is that better? Good audio, just a picture. Okay. Oh crap. I am in the middle of nowhere. Well, let's see if it let's see if it clears up anytime soon. I hope. I really do hope. Maybe it will clear up. If it doesn't, then I don't know. I guess I'll do an actual video. I wanted to do a live stream. Because I'd rather people get it on a live and know that none of this stuff can be faked or whatever. Because going around lately. Hey Steve, how you doing, brother? Well, I hope the video is coming in, and I hope it comes in slowly, but I am in an area that supposedly has cryptid sightings, and right here is the one path that I have found that has a lot of. It's not a nature trail. I mean, like a game trail or anything, because it goes through here, coming around, and goes straight out there. Yeah, this is somebody's land, so there's like there's trash and stuff out here from like generations. But but there is, I don't know if y'all can see it. There is a track here that I do not know what it is. It's got humps in it. And also kind of like a extended toe coming out the side of it. Okay, there's plenty of deer scat everything around this area, so it's not a deer track, because here's a deer track. But the thing with wildlife is, anybody that's a hunter or tracker, they know that deer, game will take the least resistance trail to get away or travel. And it's kind of weird out here. I mean, I know Texas has a lot of cedar trees that lean over and grow at an angle. Like the red cedar, people will step on them when they're young and they'll grow into that kind of area. But as you can see here, I mean, these are cut. These are cut branches. But they're cut branches and laid across this fallen tree to make a shelter. And I know a human's not living out here because there's no new trash. You know what I mean? Hey, Aquarius, how you doing, brother? Yeah, yeah. So something's out here doing. The reports say that. The reports say from the owner of the land and everything that their firewood goes missing a lot. They come down and trees are broken in places that shouldn't be. It's private land. but and they said they've seen hairy figures out in the woods. But so as you can see, there's fawn trails here. So if anything, it does have a food source. But you see deer tracks like this, but then, ow, you see this. There's two toes, then a side toe on the side of it. But it looks like a marking of a deer, but it's not a marking of a deer because it's consistent with each other. Oh yeah. Well, out here they know they do hunting out here, but I already let them know that I'm going to be out on the land and they're not going to do any hunting out here right now. But there's a lot of thing also out here is there's a lot of man-made materials and stuff. And that's my dog. So you see her, that's my Chloe. Hey Tammy, sis, how you doing? Mm. See, this is a nice little open area right here. Yeah, I'm just out here scouting the area and hopefully, baby. Hopefully I'll be out here for a couple of days and I'll make a camp. Then we'll do a like 2 or 3 day live stream out here, see what we can find, have it go through the night and everything. But there's also javelina out here too with her miniature wild pigs. So I gotta watch out for them. I gotta watch out for the boars on them. Ugh. But yeah, so yeah, as I told you, yeah, there's a lot of human trash out here. I just brought my day pack with me. I'm not gonna stay long. uh, I'm I'm also a cryptid hunter, Aquarius. that's my hobby, other than, being a survivalist and everything. But I I hunt the creatures of the night, per se, like Bigfoot, Dogman, Chupacabra, and a lot of lesser known cryptids. Um, so my channel, my channel's pretty much a mix of everything, but but the majority of it is survival. And I'm a part of BR, the BFRO, the Bigfoot Research Organization. So somebody sent me a somebody sent me an email telling me that they have sightings of hairy creatures on their property. So I've came out and I do my thing. I search the area for signs, telltale signs, and then I report back to the owner of the homestead. And if they want to proceed on, then I come out and I do a full out investigation for almost 3 days. Oh yeah, I've heard the stories of the lot lizards. They're Aquarius. Oh, those are those are some scary ones sometimes. Thank you, Guardian. I didn't even know I hit 500. Thank you, KK. So, as you can see here, that's a coyote print. Small paw, four toes, dew claw on the back, pulled up the ground. Another full paw print right here. And see, a lot of people are getting confused, saying that coyote dogs are chupacabras, but they're just they're actual coyotes that's mating with feral dogs out here in, you know, Texas, Arizona, New Mexico, stuff like that. Signs that we look for as cryptid hunters is anything that you would consider a human habitat. Like something like this. Either a boar could have knocked all that off, searching for grubs, searching for ants. But we look for tufts of fur, look for any kind of tool usage. This does not look like anything a Bigfoot or Sasquatch would be rummaging around for. But this, on the other hand, I see in there, it's an armadillo hole. Or people in the UK would call that a badger hole. Badgers, bobcats, armadillos make their home under roots like that. Hey Dave, how you doing, brother? So that would be a good spot for food, and you can tell that it is semi-fresh. Some is semi-fresh because of the rocks that's been kicked out from underneath it. You can see that the rocks lead all the way down underneath that. So they've been back kicking a lot of these rocks out. And also, they're using this, the wildlife's using this as a water source too, because there's still water in a lot of these little squares. This place is interesting, I'll tell you that. How interesting? I don't know. I'm not seeing any telltale signs. I'm not seeing rocks overturned. I'm not seeing any fresh digging or recent prints. Most of these prints are over a week old because they're starting to crumble because they're drying out. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that, Tammy. Yeah, I'm trying to keep a good signal, but I'm out in the middle of nowhere. I'm sorry. Sorry if I keep going in and out. May actually do a video since it's so bad out here. Since the signal's bad, I mean. Hmm, a lot of old dead cedar around here. Hmm. No fresh tree breaks. There is no water sources on this land either. I mean, they reported that the sightings and everything happens give or take once a month. So it could be a migration and they're just coming through this land because there is food out here. I mean, they have prickly pears, they have the capsaicin from the inside bark of these cedar trees. Our Native American ancestors used that capsaicin and dried it out, ground it up, and used it as a flour substitute. Taught our pioneer ancestors the same thing. Ain't that the truth, Tabby? I know. Dave, 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 where you going? Say there's another coyote track. But this one, if you can see, it's completely different. That could be a coyote dog. Because because the toe paws are, the toe pads are wider. Where coyotes have a closer knit paw, and the coyote dogs have kind of a mix between. They have the roughness of the coyotes, but they also have the width and the girth of whatever feral dog that they bred with. And that's one of the things that people need to watch out when they're camping out here, like in the Midwest and, you know, out west, is coyote dogs. And they are very feral and aggressive. And more of them are breeding every day. Mm. Just trying to see if there's any like telltale signs of tracks at all of something other than just nature. Let's see. Well, there's some old scat. Looks like a mix. Looks like bobcat. But that's interesting. Out of everywhere out here, right here is where hmm. Yes, I have, Ron Ron. How you doing, brother? All right. So, more coyotes. Seeing the trails out here, like the tracks out here are random. They're not following the same trail every time. That means either they got spooked and ran in a different location, but this is a completely opened trail for them to go through. But there's plenty of rocks here that they could, especially for deer. Deers have a habit of breaking their legs going over rocky areas. That's why the coyote population has. That's why the coyote population has. Hey, as a survivalist, I would take that. Now that's an indentation right there. I don't know if y'all can see it. The heel's right there, the heel, and the toes are right here. And the mound up. So if I measure it, so that's how deep that's how deep the toe imprints are on it. And it's been pushed up. So that is a good impression. But how did that impression get right here? See if there's any kind of struggle with another animal. You okay over there, baby? What'd you eat? She must have ate something. Yeah, I got my plaster of Paris and everything in the car. I was just doing a walk around search of this area. And here. See, that's completely crushed cedar pines on a leaf. It won't even come off. So that was crushed with some force. I don't know. I need to come and take a look. I need to make a cast of this too, because that print and that print are kind of the same. Because here's the heel imprint. Both of them have an arch in it. And there's the front of the foot. Trying to see if there's any toe prints. Yeah. Here's one. There's one actual toe print right there. Thank you, Aquarius brother. I will stay safe out here, brother. You do the same. And I'm doing the videos and everything on that walking stick. So hopefully I'll have that out too soon, Aquarius brother. But take care. Here's an indentation right here, like coming up. So the back heel in a slide. I bet you anything, because this rock was here. Because the rock was here. It didn't want to step on the sharp end of this rock. So it slid backwards, then moved its foot over on top of it so it could get grip to continue on. Interesting. It goes straight this way. I'm sorry to hear that, Ron, brother. Hmm. But it's just like that. There's three tracks right there, but nothing else. And that's in a lot of cases too. Well, they'll see 3 or 4, footprints or tracks, and then all of a sudden nothing. Like it just goes away. It's even been that way in snow also. Hmm. But look, see what I was talking about by the capacin? That reddish white underlay of this. It's not been chewed, it's been peeled off. As you can see right there, it's been peeled. And it's been peeled all the way down. And capsaicin is, if you eat it normally, like how it is, it's a thirst quencher. Like, you can eat it and not be thirsty. I I seriously don't want to believe in the portal theory. I seriously don't, Steve. But I don't know. Because if it didn't make a portal or something, there would be signs of a dimensional portal, because it would burn the area around it. But that sign right there showing that something smart, not because if a deer was eating it, they would have chewed through it, not peeled away, not peeling it. Because you have to peel the outer layer of the bark away to get to the capsaicin, the white. I don't know. I really, because that would mean that it would have to walk from here to here. Would have to walk from there to here to get to that. But there's no tracks leading from that tree to here. There's no indentions. There's no heel marks. And this is soft ground, fresh, soft ground. I mean, just me standing here, I've created tracks. Yeah, I understand, Steve. I do. It's just, that's not a thing of nature. That's not a thing of naturalization. You know what I mean? If it did happen, say that it did happen. I mean, as you can see, I mean, there was movement through there. I mean, look at the bottom branch. It's broken and bent downwards. And there's also a broken branch in the fork of that tree. So there had to be movement. And if they could just disappear and reappear at a moment's notice, then I'm just saying, like, if they could disappear and reappear, then do they why is there so little of them? Why is there because that would make them an apex hunter. That means that they would be able to disappear, reappear, able to catch any prey and not be seen on the side of the road picking up roadkill. You know what I mean? Mm, no. Well, I mean, they do have a underground well here on the property and an underground river. So yes, there could be a cave system somewhere on here. I didn't ask them, but I did see their sump pump and their pump house pulling out water from underground. Nothing on the top of the ground. There's no water sources, but they do have an underground river. Um, that is true, Ron. They do stop too. But I don't know. I I've been to multiple sites, and also a lot of these tracks and everything. They're not they're not the same. Like, not all the footprints are leading to the same place. It's one may be straight, The other one may be at an angle. The other one may be behind the other two, like it's misleading somebody or something. Like like they're like they're trying to like they're trying to mess with you. You know what I mean? Lead you in the wrong direction. I've seen that multiple times. Because most of these trails, I can show you that I can follow these trails completely and they're heading one way or the other way. They don't they don't make multiple different tracks in one area then just disappear. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna make casts of those footprints. And they're not big footprints either. They're about my size. So they could be a juvenile to a young adult, maybe. Then I'll set up a date with them to where I can like come out here on their property for about 3 days and do a 3 day like live investigation out here. I'll get a topographical map of this area, or I'll ask the owners and see if if they know any cave entrance or anything on this property, or it could be off property. Because if it's an underground, river or underground stream or something like that, it could stretch for miles, or it could just be a lake that's underground. But yeah, I'll uh I'll take some I'll take some casts of those footprints. Means I've got to really clean up those footprints to make it good, because that's the one thing with casting. If you cast it in its natural state with all the leaves and everything in it, they won't believe it. They'll say, "Oh, nature made that. It's a natural print. It's not a cryptid print because there's leaves and sticks and everything inside of it." And just the what do they call it? The ground pressure alone from all of that sinks in the earth. I've had that I've had that told to me multiple times. Nice. Nice, sis. Hey, Paul. How you doing, Dad? Well, I've already found 3 prints. I found 3 prints, but they're misleading prints. And I've also found a young cedar tree that's been peeled away for the capacin that's underneath it, the white capacin. So I'm going to come out here. I'm going to come out here and I'm going to come out here after a rain. And hopefully, because they said once a month that they see these hairy creatures come out here. So maybe after a rainstorm, hopefully there'll be more tracks out here, and I'll do like a live 3-day live stream. Hey Taz, hey Spitfire, how y'all doing, brothers? I mean, there is some uprooted trees. I mean, completely uprooted, broken root systems. But the thing is that lean-to had man-made cut branches on it. No, Steve, that's the thing. It's within the same week, and they said it's always the second week of the month. And most Sasquatches have have like a territory like bears do, 100-mile radius. So like where they're at north, south, east, west, northwest, all around them is 100 miles they believe is their territory. All right, so I'm gonna cut this live short because I'm at 20% now and I need to charge it up. But hopefully, maybe next month I can come out here for like 3 days and see if there's any fresh tracks. And I'll do a video with the plaster of Paris and everything, and take those 3 footprints and everything and do a video on it. Hi, Dave, big bro. Hit me up on Twitter, sir. All right, family. I love y'all. I'm glad, Steve. I'm glad you did, brother. But yeah, I'll do a 3-day live out here. Hey, do you see that branch just moving out there? There's no wind whatsoever. Where I found those footprints, the branch just started moving. Dave, could you go back and like zoom in on that area that I was looking at, like straight ahead, and see if you can find and just see that branch just flickering? Thank you, brother. Thank you, big bro. All right, family. I love y'all. I'm going to take some casts and everything, then I'll do a new video and show y'all the footprints and everything. All right, take care, family. I love y'all. Bye. Thank you, brother. All right. Take care, family. Love y'all. Bye.